Hey everybody, welcome back to the Fish Tank. I am joined by a very early morning DSOO. Good morning, DSOO.
Hello, everyone.
So, I feel privileged to play with you, a two-time, well, multiple-time tournament winner, especially the last two. Of course, they're 1v1s and we're playing 2v2s today, but always fun to play with a very high-level player like yourself, and I imagine that you feel the same.
I only play with the best fish. That's why you're here, obviously.
Wow.
Obviously, my high standards.
Okay, so we have played some pre-mades this season. Of therein success. We did play a little bit of nonsense earlier on, which kind of destroyed until we got up against the top players, and then it didn't quite work out quite so well. So you put together a couple of new decks for us,
Right.
which we've been playing which have been pretty successful so far. So Tronveir and Settsu. What makes you feel? What makes you think that these two decks go together well?
Hold on. I'm trying to open the lobby so I can look at yours at the same time, and it's just taken about 10 years to open.
No
There we
worries.
go. Let's see here. Well, personally, I was in a stream and I saw two people who I knew were pre-made players playing both Tronveir and Settsu, and just that by itself, I was like, yeah, I like the master combo idea, and I wanted to just start off from there and build off of that. And then I think they might have been trying to play some of the strongest masters in 2v2, because these I do think are some of the strongest masters right now. Settsu has always been a really good unit in 2v2 because it's way easier to maintain her power spike when you don't have to worry about defending by yourself. And
Hmm.
Tronveir's just been performing way better in 2v2 than 1v1. So I figured on that front we've got it covered. The decks have some synergetic things, which I'm a big fan of.
Like the monkey and the shrooms, for example, across the
Right, and
decks.
then it's a lot easier for you to activate Voidborn Wound than for me. And I have a Boomer in my deck. And, it's sort of those things where your deck is clearly a lot heavier because you don't have a cycle perk. Just details like that.
Yeah, so it's interesting with the cycle perks is because most of the perks, most of the masters are now timer perks, which they didn't used to be. So back in the day when a lot of the masters were cycle perks, you really had to take into account keeping a relatively cheap cycle so you don't have to wait years between your perks. But like, for example, APEP, that's out of the window now. APEP's got a timer. Diona has got a timer. Do you like the idea of masters going to timer based as opposed to cycle based? Or
No.
I
I
mean,
definitely prefer cycle, but
it frees up the deck building that you're not required to keep the decks as cheap as possible. Um,
yes, there are benefits. Along like what you just said, especially with myriad cards, because it's just I don't like putting them in master decks where I have to cycle a perk. I think it's just annoying to have another card you have to get through. But in general, I still prefer cycle perks because you have more control over it that way. I think timer perks, everyone gets jumped by them sometimes because you're not tracking it, and then suddenly it appears out of nowhere, which I think everyone could admit some frustration to. And then in general, I just like cycle more because, like I said, you have more control over it when it's something based on your own actions rather than a set timer.
do you feel like it's appropriate to have both cycle and timer perks exist at the same time, or do you think it just adds extra complication for newer players? Do you think it's okay that some masters are cycle based, some are timer based, or do you
Yeah, I
think
think
they
it's
should
fine.
just go, oh, let's just make all masters timer based?
No, I don't think they should go that path. I think it's fine. I don't think it's some crazy, change that would be confusing. I mean, Diona used to have timer perks and cycle perks because Ruffles has always been on a timer, but the traps used to be
Yeah.
cycled. I don't think anyone's mind was blown by the fact that she had both of those. I don't think that's a big deal.
The thing with going to timer perks is it gives the devs another knob to twist with regards to balance, right? Because they can just delay or speed up the perks if the masters feel like they need it. And that might be something you could argue that Settsu needs, because Settsu feels disgusting in perk 3 when you're doing your constant jumps coming back, your cheap cycle, always on the field at that perk 3.
See, I'd rather see alternative master perks come in before doing some major Settsu changes. Alternative master perks is something that has just been an idea. It even has its own section in the game, but it's locked because there's nothing there. And I would rather see alternative master perks for heroes specifically like Settsu, where they're so focused on like one specific perk, and then you could just change that up. And I'd rather see that applied to the game than reworking Settsu.
Setsu's always been very divisive at the top end. Just how kind of disgusting that perk 3 can be.
Like you said yourself, though, she is very rarely seen in 1v1 tournaments, which is because she isn't as overpowered as people generally think she is. But yeah, she can be very frustrating.
I just don't like the way she comes back immediately. If she's on the field for just even a small amount of time, and you've got a cheap cycle deck, you can just immediately come back. And that just feels
it's easier to do that.
Overwhelming.
Yeah, it's easier to do that in 1v1 because you get mana faster in 1v1 than you do in 2v2. I don't know if that's a fact a lot of people actually knew, is the fact that mana comes in slower in 2v2 than it does in 1v1, but it does. However, when you're in 2v2 at the same time, it's safer to play Settsu, so you can get to that perk 3 easier, which I think is an interesting balance point.
Yeah, we always feel that she's weak earlier on, and then she's much stronger at the end. And as you say, in 2v2, you do have that other master, that other player to help early doors, early game, keep you in it, and then just get that huge power spike at the end. But hopefully we'll have some good games, and we'll see how that works out. We are pretty high elo, so Qs can be a thing.
Yeah. And also, I think her offensive abilities aren't as good in 2v2. I think a lot of her 2v2 value is from defensive jumps. Because on offense, there's 20 cards that the opponents have to choose from to counter her. So they could easily have, assassins or cleavers, or just something that deals very heavy damage, which will almost immediately remove her. But her defensive jumps in 2v2, I think, are extremely powerful. Where you just have her with a push, doing that perk 3 constant stun shot. It can clear so much.
I think a lot of newer players struggle with her because you can do so many things with the jump, but it's about choosing the right thing at the right time. So sometimes it's about jumping on face, trying to kill them. Sometimes, as you say, it's about jumping defensively, trying to keep pressure on the bridges, help yourself defend. Sometimes it's simply about using it as kind of a removal spell.
Yeah.
And it's
early game especially. She's more of a removal spell where you just want to capture a bridge
or bridge grab. Yeah. And as you say, especially in 2v2, there's a lot of cards like Cleaver and whatever else that can instantly delete her, and players have got to pay attention to that. And if you do that once, or even if you just pay attention to how the early game's going, and you can just what cards they have to shut your Settsu down. So there's no point jumping and achieving nothing if you're just going to get murked.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
And one more note on that point, that's really up to mind games between both teams. When it comes to Setsu's offensive jumps and whether or not the opponents have counters, at that point it's about mind games between both sides of the field and who's going to play their counters at the right time and who's going to play their weak, Setsu when the counter's out of cycle. It's that sort of important stuff that both players should track.
Yeah.
All right.
At the top level, it's not just a case about paying attention to your deck. It's about paying attention to everyone's deck, and not only just the deck, where in their cycle they are. Did they just use their removal, for example, and then you have a window to get value from your card.
Also, identical masters on their side. Very interesting.
Oh yeah, I didn't use the other skin.
Okay, I'll take with Bridge Buddies once they all pass. I'll still play it, even though top won't be taken.
Awkward. Lots of Bridge Buddies.
Probably Settsu just wildcarding it. I'll push it away. Okay. Whoa.
Just might push on the bridge.
Interesting.
No. Oops. Double spelled a little bit there.
Yeah, that was pretty rough, but okay.
First game of the day. Got a warm up. I got this.
Alright.
Oh,
I'm still fine with my jump. Nah, I think the jump's fine anyways. Alright, Monkey's gonna live. Look at that guy.
Nice.
So we're behind a little bit, but right now we have a way higher board presence than they do. Nope.
Okay.
There we go. Nothing from the oh wow. I wonder if they misplaced or if they just didn't have the mana. Because that was not good on their part.
Yeah, sometimes with the spell dancer you're just trying to get it out as soon as possible, and then you spawn it just a fraction too early.
I'll jump bottom. Okay. Okay, so I did not know if the taunt would make it take priority even when invisible, but it does not, so.
It's one thing I've wondered about before, but learned from experience.
I got
taunt
bottom.
if it can't see it.
This guy just gets shredded by our masters, so.
I got the bottom with my sneaky little ancestors.
Look at that monkey! One health.
It's nice.
Yeah, I expect him to die, but still, they had to play more. That's what matters. I got top.
Oh, too late.
You go for it. There we go. And I missed because I like being bad at the game.
It happens. Oh no.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Okay. Mistake was made, it was cleared up. So
We still got a big lead now.
Yeah, especially in this sort of matchup, you've got to pay attention to when perk 3 hits for you and for them. Because the difference between Settsu and perk 3 is just night and day, as we were discussing.
Yeah, we have a huge lead on them now since our Settsu is way more dangerous and we can push it. It'd be nice if we can do a perk 3 push before they hit perk 3. That's their blast crystal though, so be careful.
Yeah, I would like things like the blast crystal to be easier to tell whose is whose. Same with corpses, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oops.
Teamwork.
There are some bugs with Tronveir, but they only happen in certain situations, which we are not utilizing.
Yeah.
They're still not on their perk 3 yet, that's good, just killing that. I could have knocked him off the bridge, but we didn't have anything on the bridge. So.
Yeah. I don't know about that one, Fish. I don't know about that one.
It's okay, he's tanking it. Yeah, one thing to remember with invisible units like that is that the curse will pull them out of invis.
Yeah, that Settsu jump was not the greatest. Alright, we should be defensive here, because they're about to go for their big moment. Yep.
Okay, I have Cleaver.
Come here. Gather around. I thought your guy would have got another swing off. That was not great. That's okay, because we can take this. Now at this point, I think we just build up our own presence on the field, and then we'll be fine.
He went for the blade style, but it didn't work out. The assassin is he? Oh, he just got pulled out. One tick too early. Okay, they are coming back though, so we do need to be a little bit cautious. I have a cleaver for the top again. Coming.
There you go.
Nice.
Could have been a little faster on that. It's a little faster. And I could complain less, but I'm not.
I mean, I was ready to do it, but I didn't realise you were going to tank it with your monkeys, so that then suddenly things became a little bit more stressful. Okay, we're close to... I've got a stun. Oh, okay.
So do I. That's why I pushed us to the tower. Alright, Mana Frenzy. There we go.
Mana Frenzy.
Like
Imagine the game telling you that you had Mana Frenzy.
That'd be ridiculous. I mean, maybe yours did, but mine didn't.
No, it didn't.
There we go. Jumping tower.
Oh, I shouldn't. Okay. One of the weird things is they're playing Bladestar, but they only used it a couple of times and basically got no value out of it either time. They should probably check out my How to Be a Bladestar Legend video.
I see. Imagine promoting yourself. Wow.
Disgusting.
This fish guy.
How do you feel about the balance of Bladestar? Do you think it's wild that the highs and the lows are so different?
I do not think it's balanced, but yes, I do think the game would be more boring if it was normal.
How would you balance it? So, reduce the duration, reduce the damage, reduce the number of bounces, all of those?
Probably number of bounces, but you don't want it to be too low. It's kind of like how Chain Lightning is called Chain Lightning, and it now can only hit 5 units. Not much of a chain. You know, I'm saying the card's identity should remain, and I think Chain Lightning's identity as a comparison is no longer as interesting / exciting.
I'm not sure, but my game may have crashed.
That would explain why you are currently still on the other menu. Old Chain Lightning, though, used to be able to, old Chain Lightning had 0 restriction on how many units it could hit. So it could literally go across the entire field, and that was back when Stormy got released. And so basically, a Stormy on the field could clear... A Stormy could counter Mana Frenzy. And that's not even a joke, because all he would do is spam Chain Lightnings, and they would hit every single thing across their path. And then I've seen some good matches like that.
Yeah, but that was kind of wild. Like, the Stormy would shoot a Chain Lightning, and then before that Chain Lightning had finished hitting everything, it would be shooting its next one.
And that's not even because... Yeah, but that's just because the chain doesn't stop.
Yeah, I know. That's wild.
I think Chain Lightning's actually underused right now, but it's only because Blast Crystal and Bear Avalanche are so much better at the moment.
Yeah, Blast Crystal getting a nerf in the next patch. Think that's going to change much?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's not going to be able to do 100 damage anymore, and that's really the biggest, damage barrier in the whole game, especially for spells. Like, I've been trying to use Flightless Whelps in like this deck that I created. And essentially, they get one shot right now. But going forward, you won't have to worry about that, at least not with Blast Crystal. So, that'll be nice.
Yeah,
and then just
can't shut down the Prowler with it, for example.
Yeah.
Lots of things. But yeah, the 100 damage is quite a big sort of, what's the word? Like a threshold.
Damage barrier, threshold, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. A lot of stuff that it won't kill. Previously would.
Yeah, and me personally, I don't really like this design choice. I don't like that it does 2 different instances of two different amounts of damage as one spell. I really am not a fan. I just don't like the design of that. I like that it adds up to the 200, but
just a little bit too complicated for you.
I think it's unnecessary. I think if they just brought it down in damage, personally, I think it could have been 80 damage flat and gone down to 4 mana if every burst did 80 damage.
Because it's wild, because you have the first one that does a little bit of damage, and then the second one that does currently 3 times as much damage.
Yeah. So that's
Which
all you got to
is
worry about, really,
kinda
is the
wild.
second play most of the time. But Bear Avalanche will still be just as good. I think it is one of the top 3 strongest spells in the game at the moment, in both game modes.
I feel like
2v2 and 1v1.
it's one of your favorite spells as well. For sure. Pretty sure it.
You know, I would rather play Chain Lightning if we were talking about like fun spells, but I think Bear Avalanche is just too much better. So
Too much better.
Too much betterness. So yes, it's up there. It's probably my #1 spell pick lately. I always have fun choosing between Impetus and Shock Rock when building a deck.
What makes you go for one instead of the other?
Well, I don't have any Zenshi activators in this deck, for example, and also I don't have any super crazy high damage dealers. Shock Rock and Impetus Blast are both good for protecting Tranquil, so there's just decisions like that go through my head. And also, I think Impetus is more fun, even though I think if we were to put them on an even scale, Shock Rock would be stronger because stun is very powerful. But I think both are competitively viable, and that's what matters to me. I'm sad you can't kill crossbow dudes anymore, though. Back when it did 25 damage, it was real nice because it even traded on some bridge grabs. But still, I think it's good.
We're talking about Impetus now.
We still were.
yeah, but you were talking about 2 spells, and then you started
Shock Rock and
Impetus.
Yeah. Alright, so Mortar and Millowing. This could be a very heavy deck.
Mordor is one of those situations where you might wish that you had
I got
Shock Rock if you were running Impetus instead.
I'm expecting Ritual. The monkey's probably gonna die here.
He could gong it. They could gong it. They could gong it. Oh!
Yeah, I was not expecting it to live. Come here.
Do you feel people don't really understand how the gong works? Just based
some people, maybe.
Just based on the fact that they don't really sort of ever use it.
Yeah, this is definitely Ritual. Well, maybe not definitely. It could actually still just be a heavy mortar. You'll live with 10 health.
Right.
That was rude.
Was a little rude.
Get top fish.
Oh, one thing I've noticed, you know the corpse bug where the things don't disappear? I know you're very familiar with that.
Right.
I don't know if you've noticed, but
nice.
Anriel's corpse stays on the field for so much longer than anything else in the game. It's wild.
I have not noticed. That's not really a detail.
You pay attention. When Fenrir dies, you see how long he stays for. You'll think you have the bug.
Did you see what they just did there?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it just for you, Fish. Don't worry.
There's kind of a weird interaction with Denver and the Cleaver, because the Cleaver seems to attack immediately as he lands.
Yeah, it resets the attack cooldown. Does it not do that to other units?
I don't know. Okay, I can assassinate this.
You have Scrat Horde.
Okay, let's get in here quickly. She's a bit of a problem.
I'm gonna just jump on yeah, gonna jump on the tombstone.
The thing with the way the tombstones work is you might not kill it and stop the res, but you do reduce
lower the amount of
damage.
health that the unit spawns with. Try not to talk too fast, fish. You don't want,
Sorry.
you know. Top is fine.
Bellstalker at the bottom.
I go top, go top. I have a better answer for bottom. I had a decent pusher that got them XP, but we're still in the lead. Alright. I'm about to hit perk 3, so let's try and work with this. Nice.
I can't
Oh, look at them, they caught it. I was actually very, honestly, I am quite impressed they caught Settsu. I think most players on ladder would not.
Purposely or not?
Oh, that is a good question. That is a good question.
Yeah, the top's kind of awkward for us to play into.
Yeah. That Blastghost is about to go off. Unless yours is the one? Okay.
I think it's mine.
It is.
You know what, I'm gonna crystal the top when everything's not frozen. I have nothing for the bottom. Okay,
help me bottom, fish!
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Nice. Top Settsu will deal with. I literally just played it.
Yeah, but
I was literally just doing that for
just
Setsu's attack.
absolutely murders him.
Yeah, that's the second time they played him into the cleaver, so kind of awkward for them.
Here we got perk 3 now. That's the impetus on Setsu's so nice when you just push everything into her and she just murders it.
Yeah. Alright. We got a decent lead there and we shut down some of their push. I do think you could have saved the assassin if you played that earlier. Just a little earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna jump on their tombstone again, but I'm gonna wait a sec. This will stop a revive since I'm actually gonna stun them.
It's okay, we're defending, we've got bridges. We're close to frenzy.
Yeah, we're there. Boomer's gonna do work.
I was gonna say Setsu's gonna be amazing pushing into that. Push off the bridge.
Go away.
I gave it a little nudge and
yeah.
Smacked it.
A little warm up.
I don't really want to waste my shock rock with Mordor being a thing.
They got Settsu. That's okay, I'll just jump again. Like you were talking about earlier.
Yes.
Although, what Mana Frenzy had been a while. It's not as toxic as if you're at just perk 3.
Okay, and then we press buttons, as you would say, and win the video game.
That is accurate.
We have a winner! An ace in the hole.
There we go. So I think these decks are very strong right now. How do you feel about playing the Annihilator? Does it feel like it's worth it or no? Because that's one of the weirdest parts of these decks. Is I just think it could have worked for you, but I don't know if it's worth it.
I don't hate it. It just really depends. Like, if they're playing a lot of Horde stuff, it's going to be incredible. Against heavier things,
it was like in that matchup, it didn't really have a place. But I don't think it was terrible at the same time.
No, it's not bad. What would you play instead?
Probably just a generic Outlander, maybe just Drone Walker like I have. The reason I gave you Annihilator is because I think it has more survivability in your deck than mine. Because you could get runes on it, and I think runes work well with it.
I think we discussed this off air before, how with that perk 2 Runic Empowerment, you can really think about which buffs you want on which card, but like, in the heat of the battle, it's not specifically easy to do. You tend to just get a lot of the buffs just on whatever you play.
Yeah.
You know, if you had a really specific setup, I guess you could pay a lot more attention to it. But like that like the wind rune, you're thinking, do I really want that on the assassin? I mean, it could be good, but
I think it actually is decent on the assassin.
Depending on what you're against.
I don't well, I don't want to be too much of a contrarian here, but I do think on the assassin it's a very good one to get the wind rune no matter what you're facing. I guess it's useless if they play a giant unit, but most people are going to want to respond with something that has like 2 or 3 units, like a Scrat Swarm or something. And then whammo, they all just disappear. Personally, my least favorite rune is the one that spawns the minions. I think that the other 2 have more value potential. I don't know.
The thing is, though, that it does make your opponents have to think about how they counter things. Because, you know, did I play it or did I see it? I feel like I saw it where someone had the wind rune on a healer that wasn't healing anything, and they played a Scrat Horde into her, and she just murdered it. And of course, you
I
can
also
tell
didn't even
that
know how
she's
it
got
worked for a bit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was an AoE.
You do have to, like, if you pay attention, you can see that she's got like little windy, leafy things around her. But I feel like a lot of people won't notice that. And, well, they won't notice it until they make the mistake one time, and then they'll hopefully learn the lesson the hard way.
If you were to get rid of the Annihilator, I would throw in ATG. That's because I was looking through the outline of cards, and I think that'd work well as well. It's kind of AoE, and it's way better against giants though.
Okay, so don't play Denver into a cleaver.
Right. I mean, like... Cleaver is one of the few units in the game that has like all his attack cooldown after the attack. Most units aren't that instant with their DPS.
That's an interesting point, because, you know, all these different units have different ways of applying the damage, whether they do it instantly or over time, or at some specific point during their attack. For example, you've got the Cleaver, who has a long cooldown, but he does his damage immediately at the start of it, whereas, for example...
Shen, he's like a halfway point, he's got a whole thing that needs to happen.
Or like a Colossus, where you have this great big long wind up. It's like he does his damage at the end of his attack, really.
And then don't forget crossbow dudes, basically just as dangerous as Cleaver, because all their attack cooldown is after their attack. So you really don't want to do that, or else they're just going to go off crazy. You know, just as dangerous as we all know.
Reading.
Yeah.
I always thought that Denver, when Denver throws stuff over his shoulder, the unit that lands should, I don't know, be stunned or slowed or disorientated or something. Like the fact, like just that Cleaver was the kind of the worst case scenario, where you just, its DPS just shreds way more than it normally would, even though it's getting shredded by it. The Denver just doesn't seem to make sense.
Yeah. I'm never gonna play him. I don't care.
It's a fun card, but
I actually did play him when he was first released, and you know,
it's so hard though to position everything to get the stuff to throw over the
especially because it only works defensively. Otherwise, your opponent has to play into it, and even when it's defensive, it's such an expensive card that it's hard to really get the defensive value out with the tosses.
And you saw they made a mistake with it as well, where they played the sentry behind the Denver, and Denver threw the Cleaver onto the sentry and killed it.
Are these the people we faced already? Because they are also on Settsu and Tronveir.
Yeah.
You ruined my thing.
Well, I mean, you could have said something.
I did, with my, being here. I don't know. I didn't really say much, did I? I could blame you, though. My bridge.
This is kind of awkward for me to play anything.
That was fancy. Look at this fish guy.
Oh, get him! Get him! Oh, the knockback. Okay, nice. Okay, so yeah, so we spoke about before this match when they didn't do a very good job with the Blade Star.
Yeah, when you said they were terrible players because you're a bad person. Yeah. Called them horrendous right after you cut. It was
not true. Sounds more like a you kind of thing to do.
Well, I don't think so. I've never said bad things about people. That's an odd, interesting usage of. I mean, hey, from 200, it didn't even do it. Never mind.
They did it a little early.
Yeah, it would have only stopped 125 damage, anyways.
Oh look, Annihilator getting value. Oh, Annihilator's dead.
Until it got annihilated.
I can take the bottom bridge in a minute.
Alright, I think they have a lot of mana right now. But besides that, I think we're doing good.
See, like here I have the Ancestors coming up next. What do I want it on? Doesn't really matter.
I would split down the middle.
Yeah. Oh, I thought they weren't spawning then. It was like a tiny... No.
My play. My play. Sorry, fish. Mine's faster. Screw you. This is the professionalism he was looking for when we were gonna do 2v2s. Oh look, they did a thing.
They did a thing.
Look at
Here I want to wait until this guy's at 300 HP. He's not gonna be.
that was a
Yeah,
interesting usage of your stone.
I was trying to save your stuff.
I noticed that. My stint, I'm sure, really appreciates it.
Okay, Settsu coming in.
Yeah. Could have gone better. Didn't go worse.
Oh, pushed him a little bit too much.
That's quite a bit of Fergus spam.
Yeah, the Fergus feels like his biggest issue.
He's not even that bad. I mean, that, you know, problematic. He's just annoying.
Yeah, but the thing is, because he's annoying, it takes a while to kill him, and then they get value.
Heal monkey! Oh, that did not work. Alright, they're at perk 3. This is bad.
Stun coming.
No, no, let it go. Let it go.
No.
Let it go.
Kill him!
Well, you gotta wait.
Oh.
See, now look at this. Bye bye. That's simple. Just gotta be patient, people. We're a little behind, but it's not that bad.
Coming in. Got like 7 Glenn's brews.
Something like that. Is that you?
Yes.
Nice.
Right, Settsu coming in. Where's it going? I have no DPS to shut it down immediately.
It's okay. We don't need to. Bye bye. And we're fine. I had more mana, so that should have been my plays. You know, it's whatever. Honestly, those double swarmers did a lot of damage.
This Glenn's brews is so annoying. Incoming Settsu. I'm just gonna tank it.
I was also gonna tank it, and then you tanked it at the same time, and so we both tanked it. Teamwork.
I think we need to be a little bit more aggressive on the bridges.
I don't like the random frozen stone at the bottom for bridge control. Not a fan.
Yeah.
Alright, sacrifice HP. Just ignore the Fergus. Just ignore him. Does not matter.
I got a shock rock for the Settsu. Oh,
Okay,
Settsu,
it matters.
I got the Settsu.
matters.
I got the Settsu.
As soon as they freeze him, I'm gonna push him off, don't worry. They're almost dead. So just be cleaver ready. Save your cleaver once you get it. They're gonna get mana frenzy first. You're gonna have to shock rock. Save shock rock. Save shock rock. I'm gonna jump on their tower. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Go for it. Now time it quickly. Time it quickly. There we go. Teamwork. Look at that.
Jeez, that was stressful.
That was genuine good teamwork, and we even have it on film. Look at that.
Yeah.
Good job, us.
Yeah, we lost out on XP. It's just those, the Ferguses and the Freeze just takes too long to DPS through them to get the bridges.
There's one moment where they tried using the Frost rune on your on your Bolf, and his true damage just went right through the Frost shield and immediately blew it up. I thought that was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say Bolf is our best answer to Fergus. But what's really nice is if you are able to wait for them to use a Glenn's Brew first. Like if I could bait it out with a Boomer or something, and then you play Fergus. Because then, you know, he doesn't give a damn about the Glenn's Brew. And then there's Cleveland Assassin, but those like are very timing specific, and it could just end up being really unfortunate if they happen to Glenn's Brew and you happen to play one of those two as a response.
Yep.
And then I'm just kind of useless until I hit perk 3. When it comes to defending Ferguses. I can distract them, but you're the real killer.
Yeah, it was very close.
I think it wouldn't have been as close if we were, you know, me personally, I would have played better if we weren't being recorded, but, you know, for the people.
Making it exciting.
Of course. To be honest with you...
You always have an excuse for why you're not playing...
Well, hold on, let me point it out. I actually was going to say why. To be honest with you, we would have had that match would not have been so close, at least not at the end there, if I was paying attention to offense. Because we had my Settsu was on tower and I wasn't playing spells or trying to reposition their units, so she died way sooner than she needed to. And you saw they were down to 195. But if I was just more focused on offense, we would have probably killed them right then and there. But then we would not have had that beautiful moment of teamwork where you shock rock to content.
You're like, don't mess it up.
Because I actually thought when I said now I can go for it, even though I only just jumped, I thought you were gonna be like, and then just shock rock immediately, and everything would be ruined. He said now, and then you know. That's why I was like, don't do it yet. It's because I could have sworn your brain was just gonna
do it.
Row it.
When appropriate. God damn, when you started when appropriate.
I realized my error in my own sentence. That's also part of my panic. But you have a brain of your own, so I was really hoping you wouldn't just be like, okay, I threw it now. You know.
I did good.
I praised Sakura because he did the go. You know, you didn't do that. You didn't.
Big
Did a
fish
good job.
brain.
Yeah. Smartest man who plays Minion Masters in London.
In my bedroom. So we have had up to 40-minute queues before. Let's hope that doesn't happen again.
I don't think so. I think this is a good time to play. It's a weekend, and you know, time zone wise, I think this probably fits most people's activity window. Let me see here. Are there any free rubies? There's free rubies in the shop, fish. Did you get your free rubies?
Mm.
So you're gonna edit this, or is it just gonna be you and me, raw,
Gonna be
raw,
raw, I think.
unedited? Yeah.
Normally I edit out the queue times, but we're talking during them, so. What do we do?
This is true. Well, we could talk about things that,
Maybe we should edit out the gameplay and just have the talking.
that's true. I think this is what people are here for anyways. That's why you interview me for like 3 hours after a tournament, is because that's really the only content people are looking for.
Yeah. You know how we get that 3-hour interview? I ask you one question.
Well, I try and bring up the stuff I think is important that I know that you won't. So take that how you will.
I ask you a question, then go have my dinner.
Yeah. Alright. Look at that. Another Tronveir. Who would have guessed? I think people like him. Except for the people who hate him. That's you. Look at my hand, fish. I think hopefully they give me something.
Give me something.
I'm gonna go bottom. And then I'm gonna go both them.
Oh.
That was an interesting usage of nothing.
Did you hear that? That was so weird, the noise that... Because, like, they came and went so quickly. There was, like, such flappage.
Yeah. And that is what you love. Good flap.
Before. What does that mean?
I don't know, fish. I don't know. Monkey will heal through it. He's a good lad.
You want help?
Nah, I need help. Don't you dare. This is mine. Don't you dare.
I saved the monkey!
Now help.
15 mana later.
Look at that. Look at how long he held that top bridge. What a warrior.
Okay, I have some support for this guy at the bottom. Pushed onto the bridge, but we can tank it. That's one of the nice things about the rune, is you can just use it as a tank.
Yeah.
Not that tanky, but...
Which is why people related to Diona as, you know, taunt totems and all that.
Oh! Okay.
Okay. Yeah, why not?
That was awkward.
This match, I think, is in our favor just a little bit. Why don't you get in there? Why don't you get in there? Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Come on, don't feel left out. They love their arcane sparks. Well, that was unfortunate. My hand is kind of awkward. You can kill the important thing, I'll kill the stuff that doesn't matter.
Hold on.
I'm not going to win top. I have nothing to play right now, I'm just
Does he
trying to
sneak
spend
through?
mana.
No, he does not.
I'll get top. La 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 la. You know, those would have immediately died if I did not take out their Veil Stalker stealth. Just saying. But obviously you knew I was going to do that because we're such good teammates. So.
Yeah, we're basically inside each other's minds.
Yeah, inside each other's mental state. Obviously. You can still push onto the bridge in some circumstances. I got him. My deck has a lot of Veil Stalker answers.
I do hate the Veil Stalker, she's so freaking annoying.
Yeah. I don't even like playing her. I just wish she wasn't around.
Luckily they only have 7 of them.
Yeah.
It's not even possible.
Their flyby usages has been so weird.
Oh. I got the bottom bridge. Oh, Bara.
Alright. Barra, let's go again. Yeah, why not? Look at the monkey. I now have the goal of killing their Barra every single time with their own Magma Storm. So I want you to know, even if it doesn't work out for us in mana, I'm gonna be trying to do that.
I wanted to see...
Figured you should know that.
I want to see what the, if you can damage buildings with the runestones. I didn't figure that
You
out.
definitely can. That is a. I'm trying to save your cleaver here, but instead I'm just being really dumb.
You jumped straight into that rune.
Yes. Yeah, my placement was pretty terrible.
How
Not
dead
gonna
would
lie.
you like your Settsu to be? Yes.
Okay, we have a slight lead.
Oh.
Ah, well, there goes that.
There goes that. Guess what's at the bottom? Veilstalker number 36.
It's fine.
And 37.
What are you doing? It's fine. I had a plan. You did ruin it, but I'm not angry. Just disappointed.
I know.
Look at that. Did you see Tronveir? He just I mean, golf? Golf? Golf?
Oh,
You just-
is that Bolf's brother?
He annihilated that runestone. It didn't even freeze. Oh, okay. We're almost at Mana Frenzy.
Casual 100 XP lead.
Yeah. Would you stop accidentally hitting my boomer with your arcane missiles, please? I'm not talking to you, fish. Don't worry.
See, my game showed that my stint was going to get the ancestors, but I didn't.
That is outrageous.
Like, I knew I wasn't going to, I just wanted to double check. It's just a bug. It's just a visual bug. There are other bugs. The visual bug is a thing. But it does make it a little not annoying, because you can't really tell if you're going to get it, but you kind of can, because if there's only one card in your hand, minion card that has the bug, the buff indicated, then you know it's not the real bug.
I was totally listening to most of what you said. Not at all just winning. It's okay.
Nice. What a legend.
Their fly-by-play that match was quite terrible, I gotta say. I think there was at least 2 moments where they threw it on a lone scout that instantly died. Rather odd.
Less than efficient.
The Tronveir was wild carding Swarmers and Resonant Blast Crystal, and the Middleween had triple Arcane Barrage. Interesting. I was very happy when I got to murder their Bara with Impetus Blast. I think that was that's one of those plays, you know, that's one of those plays that people are here to see. Fish.
Yeah, it's like when you bridge switch enemy units into their own Wheel of Doom. Oh!
Yeah.
Hold me! Good times.
Nah.
The best of times. Yeah, I've got a clip on my YouTube channel about that, actually.
Oh, really? Please tell me how I can go there and watch it.
Oh, it's youtube.com/battersforshady, probably.
Oh, really? It's cool. And did you hear that, guys? Everyone who's here listening to this on Fish's channel, you can go to Fish's channel right now.
What? You think they should subscribe?
Nah, they should subscribe and leave notifications on.
What
Give
about
it
a thumbs
like.
up? Oh, a like! Oh, let's go!
Call it a thumbs up. It's called a like, Fish. Come on.
And drop a
Big guy now,
comment?
big
What the hell? That's crazy talk.
Look at that, fast queue. Slow loading, fast queue.
Oh yeah, one thing I was going to say, one of the things that I've seen a lot of people complain about is they get too many bots. I played on my
This is true.
phone yesterday
Go on.
on a brand new account,
It's on.
and 3 out of my first 4 games were against people, and I think the first game is always a bot.
Well,
So-
I can't speak to that. However, when 2.0 was released, I noticed a drastic difference in the amount of bots that I faced compared to real players.
There was some bugs
I'm
with
not-
the matchmaking at the start, like it was not using elo, it was using rank.
Well, I figured, I guess, I mean, I wouldn't know, to be honest, so I can't say, you know, you're on. However, you know, I'm pretty high elo on 1v1s, and it used to make me wait for VO matches, and I'd rather have that experience than, you know, fighting bots every single minute, getting next to no points.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Ritual, what do you know? Is that the only mortar that gets played? Because I feel like that's the only mortar that gets played. Go for it.
I'm coming!
Save the boomer! Oh, I really hope the boomer would have lived. That would have been nice for push, but...
Okay.
This looks interesting.
Ah, nice tombstone. It's okay, I'm toxic.
Okay, Setsu's coming in. Okay, Setsu's going out. I have a shock rock here.
Yeah,
Can we
you should
save
time
this
it.
monkey?
No, well, you could time it a little better than that. Just
Yeah.
You could do it a little better, because now it's gonna die, but, you know.
I mean, yeah, that's like talking about... We were talking about earlier about how the Colossus does his attack late into the animation.
Yeah.
So you can
Yeah, he
stun
does.
Him. You can stun him late, or you
I
can
do
just
think
fuck
it
up.
actually made a difference there. I mean, I don't really care that much, but I do think that if you timed it perfectly, it would have made a difference
Yeah.
in that scenario.
The problem with timing it perfectly is then if you mess it up a little bit,
Then it's not so perfect.
it does nothing. In fact, it counts against you because it makes his next attack faster.
Yeah. I can't take, you have to take bottom, because otherwise I would have burned mana.
The monkey gonna be okay?
I think the monkey will live. Never mind,
I mean,
he's dead,
unless-
they're gonna gone it.
They didn't!
No, they didn't gone. You're right, no one uses gone, no one knows it exists.
Like, he could have killed the monkey there for 0 mana, right? The first
Yes, for
gong
0
costs nothing. So weird. Okay, Setsu coming in. Okay.
Yeah, go cleaver top, cleaver her, Settsu. There you go, fish.
I want to tank
That's the
everything,
thing.
but cleaver the Setsu. Oh, it's gonna be too late. I think I could have.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't mean to place that there.
Oh, we're falling apart.
Yeah. I mean, we're still winning, but oh no! Dramatic for the video,
Oh. Lost my DPS.
He'll live. Don't worry about it, he'll live. I told you, look at this DSOO guy reading interactions. Ain't no one. That's DSOO guy. He knows his stuff. This DSOO guy. Like, he wouldn't have misplayed his swarm.
Yeah, with that knockback.
Let's see if they can take this out with Kurnath in time. Nope.
Hmm. Okay,
there goes
Rendrat's
the
gonna be
tombstone. Oh, I'm at
little
perk
bit-
3.
a little bit annoying, but it's not too much. Okay, Rendrat's down. Something's gonna spawn. It's gonna push them on the bridge. Not ideal.
I can kill the Sparrow if I want to.
If you want to.
If I'm in the mood, you know.
How do I feel about Barras?
Yeah. How's Barra treated me lately? They're jumping and they're about to hit perk 3, so they might get it midfield. Boom! Easy tanking. Look at this diesel guy. I don't.
Oh, the monkey!
Live,
Oh,
monkey.
They could have killed it again with the dong. I
Yeah.
don't think they've used their dong once.
Most people are very nervous on their first time, so.
It's powerful though. Oh my goodness.
Alright, value.
Now, if
With
you looked
just the
very
orange-
closely during that gameplay, you would have possibly seen a Denver, but only very briefly.
A rare sighting in the match.
Oof. Oh! Oh.
I was hoping the shot would reach tower, but no luck.
Okay. I can probably do this. That works out pretty well.
Yeah. Things happened.
Oh!
I don't think that was worth it at all, but I just wanted to win the interaction, you know?
I
Like,
could have stopped the res as well, but I was just looking at what was going on. I was too excited.
I making sounds. Yeah. Peak gameplay for sure. What? You just worry about top. I got bottom.
Gonna tank this for you.
Oh, thanks, man.
Got you, boo.
What a good guy. Oh, that's a... It's got frenzy. I forgot it would attack fast. What do you think of how I still call it frenzy like half the time naturally? Does it annoy you at all?
Opposed to what?
Calling it haste. Its actual name.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like mana frenzy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh no, I meant frenzy, you know.
Frenzy. Yeah, that is actually annoying as shit now you mention it. Yeah.
You're welcome.
I mean, just because it's wrong, right? It's
well,
wrong.
no,
That's
it's not.
Why it's annoying.
It's not. No, I don't. I think
Did
calling
it used to be
wrong.
called frenzy?
See, the fact that you don't even remember that makes you more annoying than me.
Just,
yes, it used to be called frenzy.
I just literally mentioned that.
Right, but I mean the fact that you don't even remember. I mean, it's gonna trigger more people that you don't remember that than the fact that I call it what it used to be called, because that's just an OG throwback on my part. You're like, what did I have for breakfast? And I'm over
It's
here.
It's confusing
trying...
though, having something called frenzy and mana frenzy, and then being two different things, completely different.
No. We've got shield and we've got barrel shield. All right, same thing. You know, it's really the same thing.
Not really.
Really, all you do is throw in one more word.
Yeah, but a shield and a barrel shield is kind of like almost the same thing, whereas frenzy being haste and mana frenzy being get more mana.
Well, both things make things happen faster.
I mean, if you want to be as loose as possible on your definitions, then eventually you can make things be the same.
How loose are you, Fish?
Well, that's... What the fuck?
Anyways, good decks. Good decks.
That's quite the question.
We have fun here.
When's it start?
Now that you know.
Hey. Let us know in the comments, guys. Are you having fun? No, there's just 1,000 comments. No.
Record-breaking amount of comments. Yeah. Hated the video.
Forget I asked. Worst video ever.
Any popularity is good. Any publicity, not popularity. Any publicity is good publicity. That's the saying. Sayings can't be wrong.
It is a saying, but I'm pretty sure you can find some exceptions to that rule.
Go ahead. Name one exception that is not fit for talking about. Go on.
No. People can come up with their own ideas.
Well, I don't see the evidence being provided. Yeah, put in the comments the worst things you could do in a video, guys.
Oh my god. What kind of publicity is bad publicity?
See, no, I'm not going to answer that. Okay. You wouldn't answer it. I'm not going to answer it. That's what I always think in my head. What would Fish do?
WWFD.
I don't know what that means.
What would Fish do?
Oh. That's so cool. Wow.
How did you not notice?
I don't think it's that crazy. You said you're gonna look up bad publicity, and then you started off with WW, and I thought you were getting
gonna.
I legit thought you would like.
Yeah, it's a special Fish website.
Yeah, well, you said you were looking it up, and then you start going WW, and I'm like, okay.
wwfd.badasfish80.com.
Alright, Rappo, and hey, look, Annihilator might be really good here.
Rappo and APEP.
That's you.
So we need to, of course,
win. That's usually the goal.
Yeah, winning's good.
Winning is a good start.
We also need to pay attention to the Daka, because we have some good Daka targets that they might enjoy murking.
We do have some juicy boys. This is true. I think that's what you're really getting at.
Mm-hmm.
Go away! It's fine.
Okay. Did I save you? Oh, you're probably
no.
Fine. Okay, you can see they didn't charge it up, but there was no additional.
Even if they did, I think Annihilator would have been safe. Pretty sure its cone would not have reached. Guess we'll never know. Look at this I can find. Yes, yes, it's fine. I knew it was gonna be fine. I did not doubt myself at all. Thank you for your faith.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, so yeah, so they have an obscene amount of horde.
It seems that way, doesn't it? Ah, blast crystallet fish. Blast crystallet. It's good because you know they're gonna play more with it. That's why I think it's important to blast crystal. Ah, interesting.
Okay. Helps a resource.
Apparently so is Zeppelins.
Yeah, we're long going down on XP. Not a
Let's
huge
stack our
fan of
AoE.
it.
No. Go away. We should win bottom. Instant play to contest the bridge. They're at Daka. They got Daka now, basically. Look at the monkey healing in his face. There we go. See, I was waiting for them to relocate before I played the Avalanche.
Okay,
Good stuff.
got some XP.
That Setsu's been alive for about 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Let's gather around the campfire. Interesting.
Mm-mm.
No bridge.
Okay, I can blast all these if we need.
Yeah. I do think a certain fish could have timed it a little better. Just a wee bit better.
Get a top bridge in a sec. Well,
Alright, they're gonna play their Scrat Tunnel now because I just did that. We'll see if it was really stupid of me and if I just ruined everything.
get ready
Alright,
for
I'll save
that.
you that later. Never mind. No saving that. No.
Ah!
Alright, nice tank fish. There we there we
Got
go.
you.
You can do it.
Need a
Come here,
bit
guys.
of position. Okay, we need a bit of bridge control for a little bit now.
We do need a bit of bridge control. A small amount would be nice. Ah, they just got a free bounty sniper. Interesting. Ah. Okay. We need to get our own push going, but we have to watch out for fireball. So it's hard to. It's gonna be a little hard to get there, I think. Also, we're dying.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, and a beam. I like how we're 4.5 minutes into the match and learning their deck still. That's cool.
We just can't get through the board.
We might be able to get through the horde. We're not winning with mana frenzy, we're winning with aggro. That's how this match is gonna go if we win it. We just gotta let them spam. Let them spam. We are gonna build up. I missed because I hate winning.
What the hell?
But then they repositioned into it because they also hate winning.
How do you even miss that?
Well, hey, I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna focus on winning. Stop trying to distract me. How dare you? So try and keep Settsu alive, not enough for me to cycle onto the field again. We want to try and maintain board pressure here. Not for XP, just for tempo.
Mm,
Yes, play fish. Do your things. Try and work with this Settsu. They're gonna go bottom.
I don't think we can do anything in this situation here.
Blast crystal bottom.
I'm kind of waiting for their zeppelins.
I know, but it doesn't matter that much. We just gotta stop them before they get mana frenzy. try and push with this if we can. Because now if they get bridges, they win.
Put that down because the damn totem's in the way.
Go on top. Protect Settsu if you can. They insta-killer, we have a problem.
Oh, the Grenadier's still alive.
I think this is a lost cause, but I think we put in a good late game effort, you know?
Just couldn't deal with...
Yeah, I think... I'm not blaming you, I just think your deck, a lot of your units aren't important in this match. Like, the Annihilator's a lot better, but I think both and Cleaver have been kind of useless, which is just unfortunate.
Yeah. Can you imagine, like, a Blast Monster or something in that game? Oof.
Yeah, or a Defensor, like if you use a Defensor instead of Cleaver. It's just something they can't really kill without it just killing their units. Do you think we should check difference in for that match? Or nah? I feel like my deck was doing really good during the second half of that match. I was holding a ton of pressure.
We were so far behind by that point because we just can't push into the bridges at all.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, one of them was just super spam sets, Repo, and the other one was cheap control APEP with style hearts for the big units.
Like, if we put in Blast Monster, do you think we lose much from the Annihilator?
Well, we lose the stint as a bonus bridge grab, because then you're not really getting any tech. Other than that, I don't think so. You could go for it if you want, but they are gonna, well, they're just gonna fireball it every single time, and you don't cycle that fast. So I don't think Blastmancer is the answer here. Personally, I think Defensor would be really good in your deck.
Yeah, but
do you think Cleaver is necessary?
You've got to be careful that you don't tech too much towards one specific match.
Do you think
ruin all the other matches?
Do you think you need Cleaver? Or do you think Assassin's just a bit of a, you know, he can do the slapping for you? What do you think?
I mean, Cleaver and Assassin do a similar sort of role. I mean, Cleaver's more tanky and can deal with like defensos and stuff like that, which you couldn't do with the Assassin. But I mean, we can put a defenso in and see how it changes.
I think Blastmancer wouldn't work because they had Beam of Doom, Poison Strike, Fireball, and Bear Avalanche. Does Poison Strike even? Yeah, Poison Strike does 160, so it wouldn't kill Blastmancer, I guess, but I think the main difference that I'm trying to say is if we rely on a card they can take out with spells, they're just going to take it out with spells. Unless we had multiple, and at that point, I think that, like what you said, we'd be over-attacking against one matchup.
Or I can get the Frost Shield on it, but that's only once every 3 cycles.
Also, my deck, I feel like I could probably throw in something that's better against Horde, and it would have made the match easier. Like my Drone Walker, maybe I don't need that in here. And it could be something more helpful.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of cards in my deck that don't specifically target something. Like Tranquil doesn't specifically answer anything, neither does Drone Walker. And I feel like either one I could change out, I just don't want to change out the Tranquil because he's my favorite card in the game. Fast Q though, so people around our rank / Elo. Oh, it's Leto. Okay. And look at that. I guess Settsu and Tronveir, is that the meta 2v2 master combo right now? Because if so, I did not make it knowing that.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. They can press buttons. That's what I've learned so far.
Trying to stop the wolf here. Oh my goodness, okay. Nice.
Good button pressing. And they spent 6 mana there, your 6 mana just annihilated theirs. That was a very good trade. And now we'll hold bridges until we get perk 1. So, good. And they're not even going top with their units. So lucky us, yet
I
again.
don't mind just sending the defensor in here. It's going to get frozen. It's going to... Oh!
Just, yeah, go for it. You
Oh,
fish, you.
yeah.
You know what's the worst part is? I saw you missing before it happened because I saw your placement. And I'm like, fish.
Yeah,
So
I kind of knew as it happened.
But Shockrock, I've done that multiple times as well. I swear it's got like the worst radius bug of all of the spells right now. I don't know. Bear Avalanche is probably worse, but still, it's really frustrating. They're jumping on, oh, who cares? You could save bottom. Fish, are you there?
Yeah. Okay, it's kind of annoying.
Da, 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 da. That's a dead Settsu.
Okay, so we need to pay attention to the ghost. Remember, they've got the heal.
Hey, look, defensor value.
If you wanna
I would
push
not
into
play it instantly. I would play it in the corner. I still think that was a bit early, but I realized you did have to press a button on your keyboard. Hey, look, it's in range of the Masters. What do you know? It's gonna explode, probably.
Feeling that's important because of the fact that he might heal.
Nice. Yeah, I think I should change out my drone walker. It's like okay, but that's all it is okay. I could have something better.
Gonna be a wolf at the top.
Not enough mana. I just gotta. That was a cute bug. I tried playing 2 cards really fast. So I
Settsu
tried
coming
spawning
in.
the monkey.
I have a shield for it. Ugh.
Good job. I'm gonna spell top. Yep. Real interactive. Look at all that freeze.
Uh-oh.
Ah, we don't care. Doesn't matter. Tronveir insta kills it basically. I'm gonna go top. Actually, I should have just played right with the blast pistol.
Yeah, spirits at the bottom.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Chalk rock. Boom. Did you see that? Did you see what I did, Fish? Are you proud of me?
Not really.
Okay. Well, I impetus to the Spirit Mancer into the Boomer, and next time I expect you to be like, "Wow, DSOO!
Wow.
No way!"
Are you serious? Did that just happen?
Did we get that on record? On the video? Look at them healing their units. There was once a time when we were winning, I think. And now we're here.
Take the bottom bridge. Monkey's gonna heal.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep them away from the monkey. Otherwise, they would interrupt the heal.
Okay, I have my thing for this. Okay. Probably shouldn't have played it first.
I guess we're
not-
pushing both lanes. You should
not-
use yours on
yeah.
top of the...
Yeah, if I can fucking play it. Shit's on the bridge. Put a shock rock at the bottom for you.
Thank you. Alright, we got great pressure. This should get us an XP lead, if not more than that. Jumping again.
I got this.
We got the Settsu before she reloaded. I was hoping to get a shot off before the freeze, but I did all I could. Still though, they're kind of almost dead, so we might be able to do a shock rock Settsu play again. But it'll probably be a cycle. Oh my! They just came back to the
Oh my
boomer.
god!
What was that?
That was the boomer.
Alright, let's wait to see how they jump.
I'm gonna get the set. Oh, they're dead anyway.
Alright. Well, they're dead anyways. That was an interesting usage of 6 mana. I don't even see why they do that. I mean, did they not see it? I don't. Ron Button? How would you make that mistake? Because these are good players, so that was very unexpected.
I mean, we've all messed up, right?
Right, but then we have to meet.
What would you have said if they'd played the Bevelanche like you did in the last one and completely missed everything with it?
Well, you got to remember they then played the Scrat Tunneler into my Bear Avalanche, so I think I have an easy excuse of calling it mind games. You know.
Right. You didn't play it where they thought you were going to play it. You played it somewhere else because they thought you were playing it somewhere else. So they moved out of it. They weren't actually in it, but they moved out of it into it.
And you know, we both thought that it was in it because guess what? The Bear Avalanche animation reaches further than the card's actual damage. So they probably saw the animation tickling the. I was about to swear, but I would never swear on your channel.
Good.
They saw the animation, you know, hitting the edge of the Scrat Tunnel, so they were like, uh-oh. And then they just placed it back, but then the Bear Avalanche moved into the Scrat Tunnel. It's hilarious. Anyways, good chat.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that last game, we failed against the Ghost to start with, but they didn't really get much credit out of it.
Yeah. It's very unfortunate that we messed that up.
Yeah, we did, because I missed the Shock Rock because you impetused everything and moved it. And the Shock Rock has such a time...
you had time. What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but if you hadn't impetused it, then I wouldn't have missed it. So together...
Why can't I modify my deck?
Because we're queuing.
Stop. Stop.
I clicked unready, but it still shows ready. I don't know...
Yes, it does. I clicked unready on the button, and then I stopped loading. Okay, we're good now. It's fine.
I had to come out of the lobby and hit the cancel button.
Yeah, I did that, and so I thought we weren't in queue anymore. Very interesting, very interesting.
More annoying,
anyways,
interesting.
No, it makes it more exciting, don't worry. I would know.
What are you changing?
Drone Walker. I just think I should have something more helpful in my deck as a unit. So I think a lot of my cards are very plain, and then I need a...
Yeah, kind of boring like you.
I'm specifically talking about giving us something more helpful versus Horde, because I think my deck has a lot of flexibility for that. So I'm just looking around right now.
But Horde's not the meta right now, so you got to be careful not to nuke.
Nah, not. But I'm replacing something that isn't doing anything special. I think that's what you got to keep in mind. I'm not like taking out some tech card. I'm just all I'm doing is removing a medium, range unit. So it's not like it's making some crazy change to our build. Calm down, Fish, please.
I'm calm.
I kind of want to keep Outlander. Do you think I should try ATG? Or...
There's no harm in it.
Yeah.
A lot harder for them to answer.
Yeah, that is the other thing is it gives my deck something they want to take out, because with the original version of my deck I didn't really have a single card that once you play it the opponent's like, uh-oh, we gotta kill that. Everything I play is just kind of like reactionary, but now that I have ATG it gives my deck something for them to want to eliminate, and it kind of takes the focus off stuff like your Annihilator and Assassin.
Mm-hmm.
Deck building thoughts with DSOO. Even though I don't play a lot of 2v2, I think I have a decent idea of how to build, So I did not hear you were mumbling during my
yeah, because even though I don't, I'm like, yeah, here we go, bigging himself up.
No.
Even
hey
though
man,
I don't play 2v2, I'd still think that I'm one of the best deck builders out there.
I was just saying, I think the general knowledge persists between game modes. Okay, that's all.
Yeah, of course.
And I am one of the best deck builders. I mean, I build decks in tournament. I don't know about it's whatever though. I point that out for any egotistical purposes. That really sounded like something else, Fish. I don't know if you are self-aware. Yeah, no.
Like a Murloc?
Interesting. Yes. Yes, as a big Hearthstone player, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
As someone who enjoys content.
enjoys what, just any content. I mean, that's pretty.
I just like content, man.
I just like to consume content, just anything. Anything at all. On any platform.
Yeah, any platform, anytime, anywhere. That's my life motto.
What have you been up to? Oh, you know, consuming.
Taking in information. What about you?
I'm more of a content creator than a consumer.
Yeah. Well, I could say something really mean, but I won't, because I would never be mean.
Mm. Mm.
Is that, yeah? Mm.
Mm. Okay,
Mhm.
so we've got maybe one game left in us then. You've got to go.
I do have work today, you know, I would like time to get ready for that, and to, you know, detox myself from hanging out with you, and I try to hang around better people.
Need a shower after this?
I just kind of need to like clear my brain. You're a bad influence on me and all that.
Hmm.
Someone who really just has a negative impact on my life.
That's pretty
I don't know.
fucking mean. Oh my god.
Calm down, fish. Calm down.
Okay. I'm used to it.
You know, you know, out of nowhere, I've started watching like Rocket League tournaments just because they've been going through like their champion, like, I don't know if it's their like world tournament or something, but the Rocket League channel on Twitch, and it's just entertaining to watch like high level stuff, even though I don't ever play the game. Same thing with Fortnite. Fortnite World Tournament, it's like the most insane people in the world who.
I used to be
what
so
they're
into
doing.
watching that stuff.
Yeah. Then you realize, no, I want to play a Minion Masters, and that's where I
Master
belong.
Minions.
Yeah.
The only Rocket League content I tend to see is just about cheating.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you think we're gonna find a match, or
I don't know. I mean,
yeah?
we're doing our best. I mean, we're doing all the
Yeah,
right
doing our
things.
best.
We
Hey, look at
killed it.
that!
How's
Look at that!
things?
Oh wait, that's a solo leaderboard. Never mind. Pre-made leaderboard. Where are you? Where am I? Are you top 10 yet?
I don't
No,
know.
I'm number 7. You're 11. You're
Imagine
11.
if the-
Fish. 7. 11.
Imagine if, yeah, because I've only played with you, but you decided that
You.
you were going to
Right.
play with others.
Yes, I mingle. You know.
It seems that we didn't lock down the specifics of our relationship.
It's. I don't think you can see it that way. And I also find it very hard to believe you've only played with me this season.
I've rarely played pre-made.
Oh,
Premades-
yeah, there was a pause there. I heard that.
Oh yeah, well, I was thinking about it, but oh no, actually I
I've
did.
almost-
I did
yeah,
play with
yeah.
one other guy. It didn't
Slut.
really go that well. I realized the error of my way.
Well, I haven't, so I'm gonna. It's okay. The only other person I've played with, I think, is Flo. I don't think I've pre-made with anyone else this season.
Hmm.
I do become kind of really mean if I'm pre-made with someone and they disappoint with their performance, but I keep it to myself. It's like internal dialogue, but I get so toxic on the inside. You know.
I mean, I have expectations of my partners. If they don't meet it,
Yeah.
then you know it's just we can't ever interact again.
Okay. So how do I do? I think I'm. Do I satisfy you?
Not really sure best to deal with this.
I think we wait and see. You know. And patience pays out at the end of the day.
Yeah, we're okay at the bottom. Okay, that was actually pretty nice. I can stun the top.
That's a play. Look at that. They know how to spend their mana.
Just in case you're not aware, the reason you stun Caliph is that it stops his shield from properly. It puts it on cooldown. He's got to wait like 12 or 14 seconds, whatever it is.
It's 14 seconds. Don't worry.
But I feel like
got
there's
you, Fish.
some things that are 12. I feel like
Yeah, like Eveo's is shorter, I'm pretty sure. Look, they're gonna get a duplicate Settsu, because that's totally how that works.
it's not how that works because Settsu on the field is mythic. And
Oh,
Minecraft
thank you,
Cannot.
Fish, for your
Cannot.
helpful tip. As badly as he wants her. As much as he...
I was hoping that was going to spin around, but at least we got the bridge. I don't have no shock rock for the bottom.
I'll just kill it with an outro,
I
it's
think
fine.
I can cycle. No, okay.
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna kill it with an outro. Don't. I wasn't joking, Fish. Don't worry. It's fine.
What the?
You ready
hell?
for this? You ready for this? If they work with this, yeah, let's do some tower damage. I could have even got the info if I wasn't dumb. That's it.
Oh. You tried to do something like that the other day, but I.
But
messed
you
it up.
you ruined it like multiple times in
You
one
got
match,
very,
and
very upset.
it made me. Yeah, it did.
This is my
I
moment,
did.
Fish.
It
You
is. It was a
ruined
big
it.
moment. It is. This is my big day. Okay. Very few times do you get to have a satisfying play in 2v2. It's easier to do in 1v1 when you don't have like someone like Fish to ruin it.
Mm.
You could. Oh, you can't stun them. Blast Crystal. Blast Crystal. Do it. Fish. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Thanks for listening to me. I always feel like you pay attention. It's very helpful.
You say something?
No. Not to you.
Res.
Ah, that's fine. We don't give a rat's ass. Nice. Good job accidentally catching it. You're amazing. That's very rude of them. Oh no! Look at that.
Oh my
Myra
god.
did not even attack because that Fergus is so damn fast.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh. Oh.
We only gotta worry about bottom. We don't even have to worry about bottom. Annihilator, do your thing. They're pushing.
Take a top bridge. I want to push him off the bridge.
Oh, well that's
Oh.
unfortunate-ish.
Okay.
Work with
Okay.
me, top fish. Assassin, top. Nope. Ron. Incorrect.
There's different ways to skin a cat.
Yeah. You have experience with that?
Mm. I prefer not to. That's that.
It's okay. The joke was gone, so I didn't care about what you were saying anymore. Unless you weren't joking, of course. In which case you could just you could tell me. You can be very. This is an open space. Don't worry, safe space.
I'm not a big animal person, but I wouldn't particularly want to hurt one.
Okay, I'm glad you took that seriously. Anyways, GG. I like that our conversation for the last minute was about skinning the cat. That's
Yeah,
content.
yeah. A little bit distracted. Okay, so we won most of the games. We did learn that our decks struggle against Horde, and we made a little
Yeah.
adjustment. I think that's a useful thing for people to maybe learn when they're building decks and trying to adjust.
But when you see us on ladder, that's how you beat us.
Shh.
No, let them know, Fish. Let them
I mean,
know.
now we've adjusted the deck, it might be different.
Yeah, this is true. We have Defenso and ATG. Our new additions.
But as I said, you've got to be careful. You put stuff in to deal with that threat. Does it make your decks weaker against the other threats? And which are
Right.
more threatening? And what's more popular on the ladder? We haven't seen much Horde at all, I don't think.
Yeah, it's just Ritual mostly. I think that's Ritual and Blast Crystal is everywhere.
Nice. Well,
Yeah,
I had a good time.
I didn't. I had a great time.
Oh,
Yeah.
stop it. My heart dropped then. And then you recovered. Okay, well, you have a good day. Thanks for joining me. I'm bad as a fish.
course.
And Deadshot is awkwardly waving.
Yeah.
Like, comment, and subscribe! Get that bell on.
I'm leaving now.
Okay, bye.